I am Pradeep Sharma. I am your examiner today. May I know your name, please?
My name is Dhiman Shani.
And how do I call you?
You can call me Dhiman.
Okay, Dhiman. Where do you belong to?
I belong from Rajkot in Gujarat, which is like, say about 100 kilometers from here.
I see. How do most people travel to work where you live?
Where I live, most people travel by public vehicle. So I mean, it's a facility provided by the company itself, but they share. I mean, it's open for everyone. So you can say it's a public vehicle.
Do you see any traffic problems? What traffic problems are there in your area?
Where I work right now and where I stay has that city has huge problem of traffic.
Okay.
There are a lot of road works which are being going on. There is an overbridge over a railway crossing that is being built. So because of that, there are a lot of diversions on the road. So during peak hours, you would see a lot of traffic being accumulated at railway crossings, which lie on the route to my office.
Okay. And how does it affect you?
It affects me in a way that I have to wake up early to catch the bus, because all the buses that we go to office to have been shifted 15 minutes earlier than they were leaving before this work started.
So you have to manage your time.
Yes, I have to manage my time. Even while we are coming back, it takes a lot more time to reach my home than used to before all this work started.
I see. How would you reduce the traffic problems if you were to solve this issue?
In this particular case, I think the traffic issues will be solved once the bridge is complete. I would just like to add that if something like this is planned, I think the local authorities should have considered an alternative route. That would have made life easier for people like us.
Now you will have to talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes, and you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish, and when I tell you, you start. Here's the pen paper.
I would like to talk about one sport that I love to play. It's football, or you can say soccer. I play this sport with my colleagues at work at a park which is near my house. We play football every weekend. It's an exhaustive game. It's a physically demanding game. You have to run a lot to play soccer. It's basically played with 11 aside. So, and you have 2 goalposts, and it's a 90-minute game. So you have to have a lot of stamina to survive that 90 minutes, because it's the city that I live in is I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. This is making me conscious actually. Should we do it again?
Yeah, you can. Once again, you can start. Let it.
Play.
Dhiman, you need some water.
What kind of game or sport it is? What kind of game means what? It's exhaustive.
It's an outdoor game. You can say.
Okay, I'll
Start.
I would like to talk about one sport that I like playing, that is known as football, or you can even, it is also popularly known as soccer in some countries. It's a very physically exhaustive game. You have to have a lot of stamina to play soccer, because it's a 90-minute game, and you have to run from one end of the field to another end, even if you are playing any position. It's an attack defense game. So there's no point of time in the game where you can stand and relax. I like playing football because as a child I used to be very actively I used to actively participate in athletics. So I used to go for my fitness training on a ground in Rajkot, and there I picked up this sport because everybody used to play football to build their stamina. and I usually play this game with my work colleagues on weekends in a park which is next to my house.
Thank you. Now in this section we will have some discussions. Let's consider children's games. How have the games changed from the time when you were a child?
The biggest change that has come is from actual games, they have become digital games. So when I was a kid, I used to play a local game known as Gilli Danda on streets. Now that game is on Sony PS4. So kids actually play that game on a television in a virtual world. So I feel outdoor games are becoming
taken over by
yes.
indoor games.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think this has been a positive change?
Absolutely not. I think as kids, when you used to go out and do physical, play games which were physically taxing, you used to not just it didn't have an advantage only for your physical growth, but you used to make new friends. You used to know.
So it had positive aspect.
Yes. Whereas these digital games,
because of the physical nature of it, going out will help.
Yes.
Now, why do you think children like playing games?
I think as a kid, I used to like playing games because that was the time when I used to go out of my house. I wonder what these kids find in these digital games. Because for me, the most anticipating thing was to go out of my house, meet my friends, and spend some quality time.
I see. Now, talking about games and competition, do you think competitive games are good or bad for children, in your opinion?
I think competitive games are not that bad for. Are not at all bad for children. That is what I feel. Playing competitive games actually develops the ability in a child to prove his self.
Okay.
If you are competing with something, only then you will know how good you are.
Smaller children, don't you think it is going to create inferiority complexes?
At a very young age, yes. But I think there can't be a game without a competition, right? What kind of game would have no competition? How will you enjoy or how will you feel accomplished if the game does not have any competition?
How can games sometimes help to unite people?
I think common interests
Mm-hmm.
in a particular sport unites people irrespective of their caste or creed or color or their differences in any other opinion might
So it builds team spirit.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, there are more followers of football than any other religion. That is the example that I can give. People will follow football no matter what religion they come from, and when they are watching a game, they will all be excited about it.
Why is competition often seen as an important in today's society?
As I said, that being competitive is the benchmark to prove yourself. If you are competitive, if you compete with something and you beat it, it is then you tell other people that you are better at it. So that is why competitions are picking.
That is the end of your test. Thank you.